In business, we always hear that timing is everything. But what if that's not just a cliche? What if it's literally the only thing that matters? Today, we're going to dig into why those first 5 minutes after someone shows interest in you can be the difference between landing a huge deal and losing out forever. Okay, let's get into it.
So I want you to take a second and really think about this. When a potential customer fills out a form on your website or sends an inquiry, how long till they hear from a real person? An hour? A day? What if I told you the industry average is, well, it's kind of shocking.
Yep, 42 hours. According to HubSpot, that's the average response time for a B2B lead. That's almost 2 entire workdays. By that time, your customer's excitement has totally fizzled out, and you better believe they've already been talking to your competitors. This isn't just a delay, it's a black hole where your revenue just disappears. And look, this isn't some theoretical what-if problem. That 42-hour gap, it's not just about a bad customer experience, it's a direct hit to your bottom line. I mean, with every tick of the clock, you can practically hear the money draining from your pipeline. Let's actually put a number on that. So let's talk about the real cost of waiting. I'm not talking about abstract ideas. I'm talking about cold, hard cash. Check this out. One analysis found that doing things manually with all those built-in delays resulted in an estimated $847,000 in lost case value annually. That's almost $1 million just vanishing into thin air, all because of a slow follow-up. And the reason why is brutally simple. And here's where it gets really crazy. Look at how fast this opportunity just dies. A new lead shows up, their interest is at 100%. But after just 5 minutes, the odds of qualifying them plummet by a whopping 80%. You wait an hour, you're 7 times less likely to get them on the phone. And by the 72-hour mark, 2/3 of those leads are just gone. The data is screaming at us, right? It's not just about being fast. It's about being first inside this incredibly tiny window. And that right there brings us to what I call the 5-minute finish line. All the data points to this one single conclusion. This tiny sliver of time is where the whole game is won or lost.
So let's get on the same page with a key term here, speed to lead. It's super simple. When a potential customer raises their hand, how fast do you say hello back? This one metric is probably one of the most powerful predictors of whether you're going to make a sale or not.
This chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? The drop-off is steep. Responding in under 5 minutes gives you the absolute best shot. But wait just 5 to 10 minutes, and your chances just got 4 times worse. After 30 minutes, you're a staggering 21 times less likely to turn that person into a real opportunity. The visual here is stark for a reason. Okay, but let's flip that around. What's the reward for being really fast? Well, research from Velocify found that if you respond in that very first minute, you can boost your conversions by, get this, 391%. That's not just a little better, that's a complete game changer. And here's the kicker, the stat that should change how you think about everything. It's not always the best product that wins. It's not always the cheapest price. Nearly 4 out of 5 times, the deal just goes to whoever showed up first. So how in the world are you supposed to do that? I mean, you can't just hire 100 people to sit and stare at their inboxes 24/7, right? Of course not. The answer is to build a smarter system. And this is where marketing automation comes in to save the day. Just think of it like your team's digital first responder. It's a system that can instantly handle all those repetitive, time-sensitive tasks. It nurtures your leads, sends them personalized messages, and frees up your actual human team to do what they do best, build relationships and close big deals. Okay, so how does this actually work in practice? Let's trace the journey. A lead comes in, and the system automatically starts nurturing them. Then it scores their interest based on what they do. Are they just kicking the tires, or are they ready to buy now? Only when they hit a certain sales-ready score does it get passed to a human. No more time wasted chasing cold leads. All right, so what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's check out the before and after picture, because the difference is, well, it's pretty dramatic. Honestly, this slide right here is the whole story in a nutshell. On the left, you've got manual chaos, a 2 to 3 day response time, 2/3 of your leads never even get a call back, and you're losing almost $1 million a year. On the right, AI excellence, a 3-minute response, every single lead gets engaged, over 20 personalized touch points, and millions in new revenue. I mean, it's not even a comparison. It is night and day. Here's another way to look at that exact same gap.
With the old manual process, maybe you're converting about 4% of your leads. With AI automation, that number can jump to 34%. You're getting 8.5 times more conversions from the very same leads you were already getting. That's insane.
And this isn't just theory. Here are the numbers from a real firm that made the switch. Their response time went from 48 hours down to 3 minutes. Conversions shot up from 4% to 34%. They went from signing 12 new deals a month to 47. And the bottom line? An extra $2.3 million in revenue in just 6 months. Now, I know when you see numbers like that, it's easy to think, okay, this must be some super complicated, expensive tech that's way out of my league. But it's really not. Building your own automated engine is way more accessible than you think. Let's break it down.
It really breaks down into a few simple steps. First, you figure out your triggers, like someone filling out a form. Then, you get all your leads flowing into one central spot, like a CRM. Step 3, you build out those automatic follow-ups. Step 4, and this is key, you use scoring to find the hottest leads. And finally, you just keep testing and making it better. It's a clear roadmap.
And that prioritization step, this is how it works. It's so smart. The system scores leads on 2 things: explicit info, which is stuff they tell you, like their job title, and implicit info, which is stuff they do, like pages they visit on your site. This simple grid helps the system figure out who's ready to talk to sales right now and who needs a little more time. It focuses your team's energy perfectly.
You know, it's really important to get this next point across. This is not about replacing your team. Not at all. It's about freeing them from all the tedious, repetitive work so they can focus on what people do best, building real relationships and closing complex deals. It's about making them superheroes.
I mean, this quote from a senior partner just wraps it all up perfectly. After they automated their system, they tripled their business without adding a single person to the payroll. That's the definition of working smarter, not harder.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. We know half of all sales go to the first vendor to respond. Your competitors are already using these tools to make sure they get there first. The technology is here, the results are proven. The only question left is, what are you waiting for?